I am so glad that you guys are here for our final day of Offer Cure Live round and walking through the pieces we all need help with most, which is always copy. There's pretty templates we can put things in, but there's no substitute for knowing what we want to say in the way that our ideal client wants to hear it. So I'm going to walk through Heidi's first. I was going to wait and see if she was here, but let me pull this over here. But I got a chance to look at hers ahead of time. And so I think it will be helpful. Let's do a portion of the screen. Not over there. Here. Move all the things around so you guys can see it. Okay, so this is what Heidi sent me. Sorry, I didn't mean to scroll quite that fast. And so she did a really good job on a few things and a few things I kind of wanted to make comments on. And so one was this headline, 2 weeks to time on your terms. So time on your terms is a fantastic title for her workshop. Remember, her workshop is about time tracking for a couple weeks 14 days, so that you can really see, right, where things are. So I feel like the headline could be stronger, right? So I had some ideas. Reclaim your time, reclaim your life. Like, that's a pretty decent headline. What I liked better was reclaim your time, reclaim your dreams, or some other word for reclaim. I don't know, right? Transform your day. Another idea, from procrastination to power. Don't let time control you. So you see how it's just not the name of the workshop, right? We want to kind of hold on to that for a minute. Another one I thought it was banish the chaos and feel great about your day. Or hustle more is not the answer to your dreams. I liked all those. Like, there's plenty of options there. And then she had some pain point things, right? So on this first one, how often do you find yourself thinking, if I only had time to whatever? I love that, because we all say that, right? Man, I wish, another way to put that on there might be, man, I wish I could, and actually put something in there, right? Man, I wish I could travel more, but I just don't have time. Or I wish I could spend more time with my kids, but I don't seem to have time. So go ahead and make those really specific. And even if you list out like 3 or 4 of them, right? Again, because somebody's like, if I only had time to, yeah, I say that, but what if I said, if I only had time to get a new hobby, if I only had time to, right? Then all of a sudden it makes it clearer and more poignant. Like, if I only had time to go to coffee with friends or dinner with friends, or if I only had time to have a girls' night out, right? Like, whatever those things are that people say. Or why did I waste time today? Or do you end your day looking at your calendar to-do list and wonder, where did the day go? Like, the answer to that one is yes, right? For almost everybody, we get to the end of our day and I'm like, I have no idea what I did today, right? Like, because you've just been spinning your wheels all day. So I loved all of those. Do you regularly beat yourself up for procrastinating, right? Or feel like everyone else has it all together? She said, has a better handle on things. I would just say, everybody else seems to have it all together and I'm a hot mess, right? And wonder how others are getting so much done. I would change that a little bit too. So my point in this is, like, actually say the words that you think in your head. So we switch when we're writing, almost all of us, I do it too, switch into kind of professional mode, right? Essay writing mode. We learned it in school. Wonder how others are getting things done, right? Instead of, everybody else seems to have it all together, like the actual words that they use. Do you find yourself doing these things when you really don't want to? Scrolling social media, binge watching TV, playing video games, tidying your house or office. Yep, I get it. I've said or thought all of these things too. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah. So I tried to find the solutions. I bet you did too. You try to solve the issues by creating a morning or an evening routine. 1 week later, you find yourself back at the same place. More negative self-talk on the way. So you try again with a new app or journal, but still find yourself back in the same place. So I would change something right here where it doesn't say same place twice. That's all, just for readability. It's so frustrating. All the solutions that seem to work for everyone else just didn't seem to work for you. Then I found the missing step and it made all the difference. Want to hear my story? And then she does the introduction. So here's the one piece I thought of here. Want to hear my story is not a good enough reason, right, to join the workshop. It feels like, so instead of that sentence, I would have put something like, yep, me too. I was tired of getting to the end of every day and feeling like I wasted it. So I dove into finding a solution, and at the end of every day, I could feel great about how I spent every minute. And I didn't even have to give up watching Netflix. I want to share with you my time on your terms framework so that you can spend your days doing the things you want to do. So do you see how like that feels a little more like compelling for joining the workshop? So then right now you have, and instead of join me for, I would probably put something like, so take control of your time and join me, like something that was a little stronger there. Time on your terms workshop, rethinking if only I had time. In this 1 hour live workshop, I will teach you how to do a 2-week time assessment. This tool will give you the awareness you need to implement the solutions. Have either one of you ever thought, I want to learn how to do a 2-week time assessment?
No.
No, me either. Right? I never thought, oh, that's exactly what I need. So we want to know, right, what's the benefit of the 2-week time assessment? In other words, the 2-week time assessment is the process. And I will tell you, like 9 times out of 10, when somebody is struggling with selling their program, it's because they love their process, right? They think it's the thing that makes them different, and it might be, but your buyers don't care what your process is, right? They only care that you can get the benefit that they want. So how about instead of this, in this 1 hour workshop, I will teach you how to take back your time and achieve your passion project. There's Sherry. I should have made you co-host, Lindsay. There we go. Okay. There we go. So yeah, so if you feel stuck in process, right, back yourself out and ask yourself, wait, is a 2-week time assessment something anybody's ever said, I want to learn how to do a 2-week time assessment? Like, no, right? That's just the tool. So what they want, right, is to take back their time and achieve something on their list or achieve their passion project, or so that could be many things. So they don't care about the process. They want to know what they're going to get out of it. And then she went into benefits, which I love them, but let me go back here and start reading. So here's one of the things right now as I'm talking to you guys, I'm reading it out loud. So I'm going to encourage you, when you write your copy, read it out loud. It makes a huge difference, right? Because all of a sudden you'll notice when you're switching into that academic voice rather than a conversational voice, right? And not using the words that they would normally use to describe it. And here she said, this tool will give you the awareness to implement all the solutions. And the first time I read that, I was like, I don't know what all the solutions are. And I know that's kind of the point, but it also feels a little too vague, right? Like, and then she said it again down here. So leave this workshop with the tools and inspiration to really understand your time, Again, what words would they use here? I've never said I want to understand my time, right? It could be leave this workshop with the tools and inspiration to know where your time goes, or yeah, I mean, that's when I thought of, right? Say that again.
To get your time back.
Yeah, yeah. With the tools and inspiration to really, yeah. Yeah, I like that. To get your time back, to I said understand where it goes. Like there's a thought in my head, right? Like I get to the end of the day, I'm like, I don't know where the time went.
Yeah. Or
might
to
be
understand,
to really,
sorry.
nope, to really find out where the time went.
Yeah. Or where I'm losing my time.
Yeah, where I'm losing my time. Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah. My internet's buffering. Sorry.
Nope, it's good. Here we are again with all the solutions. So I would say this, right? So instead of all the solutions, I would switch it into, like, once you understand where your time goes, you can use my time on your terms framework to finally, whatever the main benefit is they want once and for all. So it could be, once you understand where your time goes, you can use my time on your terms framework to finally, I don't know, maybe it's like stop procrastinating or stop feeling guilty once and for all, right? Like something around that. And then this one I just said, so by completing, again, we don't care about this, but I would say once and for all, and then like you'll learn what your habits and patterns are. You'll learn what your triggers and procrastination cues look like, right? Like you can put those in there like that. And then I love this analogy. It's like putting the starting destination in your GPS. Once you truly understand where you're starting from, you can better evaluate and know where you're going. Like I wouldn't use implement the solutions either. So curious, what do you have to lose? Yep, I'm losing my time. Okay, was that helpful walking through that one? Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch to here. Whoa, I'm gonna let us see more of the screen. Okay, I'd say the same thing here. The No BS meal planning system is the name of the thing. So I would hold on to it for later.
Okay.
And come up with a headline that really speaks to like what they want. In other words, so it could be like eat healthy every day without sacrificing great taste, or without sacrificing time. I mean, I even like never wonder what's for dinner again, right?
Yeah. Never dread the question, what's for dinner again?
Yeah, I like that too. Right. Here too, you could call out who it's for a little bit, like, I'm making this up because I don't know, right? Hey, moms, never wonder what's for dinner again, right? And then save money at the store, time in the kitchen, get healthy, and forever have a solid answer to what's for dinner. Yep. And then I feel like this one right here, I might save this picture as well for the announcement section. And instead put a picture here of, it's an aspirational picture, right? So maybe it's a family eating dinner. Something like that.
Okay.
I love the heck yes, I'm in. That's very fun. And always the buttons.
You could put a person opening up a refrigerator that doesn't have anything much in it. looking for what's
Yeah.
for dinner.
So I would leave this one aspirational. So like make it like super happy, but down here, right in here, you could put an image that, like Susan was just saying, of like the empty, like looking in the empty fridge, not knowing anything. And then like, oh, guess we'll get takeout, right? Like that's the idea. So I'm going to just read this out loud and see where I stop or where I get mixed up. So wouldn't it be amazing if you came home from work knowing exactly what to make for dinner and it was simple, fast, and healthy? You can always wing dinner or get takeout, but you'll end up eating foods that make you fat and feel like crap. You'll continue to dread the question, what's for dinner? And you'll spend more money. A plan can change all that. So I would say having a plan can change all that.
I have a comment. This is Sherry, if I may.
Yep.
And I came in later, so I may have missed it. Is this plan, like there's a whole segment of us who do not want to cook, spend a whole lot of time cooking. Is the plan like would appeal to us? Because I read a headline that said something about quick, easy, inexpensive, takes less than 10 minutes or whatever it is. I'm in.
Yes.
Okay. So when she just said takes less than 10 minutes, what is the statement about this planning system that's true in that realm? Like, is it 30 minutes? Is it?
It can definitely be within 30 minutes.
Okay.
So it really is, because you're the one picking the recipes. So you just Google 10-minute dinner or, a beef recipe that takes 10 minutes or something like that. And then you just print those out and put them in the notebook.
Ah, okay. Okay, so then I would say, no BS meal planning system.
Yeah, and then it gets recycled. So like every week you have, like you can have as many weeks as you want, but you only need one.
Right. Yeah. And that makes sense, right? And so you might want to talk later down the page of so many meal planning systems have you planning a month out, and who knows what you're going to be doing a month from now, right? So it feels overwhelming. It feels really overwhelming to me to plan a month out.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't even want to do that. So I like what you just said about like, I could just plan the week and then move on and do another, do it later. So yeah, saving time is always a huge, introduction here. I hear what you're saying here. I don't know if I would use that phrase, but you might. I just don't know. I would just say make sure it appeals to who you're talking to, right? That's all.
Okay.
There's a huge movement right now, obviously not to, the body positive movement
Right.
would make you'll end up eating foods that make you feel like crap and shame spiral, but anyway, but that's up to you. I don't know your audience that well for that one. So I would also turn these right here into a bullet point list,
Okay.
right? So you can always wing dinner and get takeout, but ... and then a bullet point. You'll end up eating foods that make you feel like crap. You'll eat foods that aren't congruent with your goals. You'll still be wondering what's for dinner tomorrow. You'll spend more money, so I would make that a bullet point list. Having a plan can change all that. The no BS meal planning system is for you if you want to. Never again dread the question, what's for dinner? I like that. Save money so you have more time to spend on fun things. I like that too. Simplify the cooking and cleaning process so you can spend more time doing what you love. Yep. Know exactly what you need at the store, whether you shop for yourself or use a service. I would, yeah. And then maybe like Instacart anyone? So you don't have to make multiple trips. I hate going to the grocery store, like hate it. If you want to lose weight or stop feeling like crap, stop cleaning up moldy food in the fridge. I love that one. I can tell you how many times I open my vegetable drawer and it's like mush. Like, ugh. The No BS meal planning system uses a secret in the industry. So you plan once and never have to plan again. And you can do this with as little as 9 meals. So this, I would say, so you can do this in as little as 9 meals and 30 minutes. One, you know, like a 30-minute commitment once a lifetime. 4 easy steps to knowing. Okay, so this now you're in your, this is all in your process, right?
Mm-hmm.
So before you do that, right in here, let me see if it's down here further before I say this. So here's, this is features. Only have to plan once, okay. These are features and bonuses, okay. So up here, right under this, right? If you want to do this, I would tell a story that it can either be a client story or your story, either one, that follows that pattern that Heidi did, right? Like, I know it used to be me too. I would be thinking on my way home from work every day, what am I gonna make for dinner? And I hated it. Or, you know, like you go on, and then I found, or I created, either one, this system that allowed me to do this once, and I just recycle it. So, so like you're just telling the story there, right? Of your bridge and how you went over there, and then go into the announcement. So we're back up here at the top. We're pulling this image and the name down here and saying, you know, purchase this. I would almost do this in place of this, right? Because this isn't, I like this picture, but it's, again, it's like stuck in process, and you really, like, sometimes some of the thing that happens is they're like, pick your proteins, carbs, and fats, gather your recipes, create your shopping list, rinse and repeat. Like, I know how to do all these things, so I don't need, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about that.
Yeah, like I don't need a workshop to teach me how to do all these things. I need, so I would leave this out. I would keep, I kind of like this spreadsheet looking image. But I would make the announcement here, right? So this is why you need the No BS meal planning system. And then I love this, the step-by-step instructions and video tutorial that will, right, allow you to plan once and never plan again unless you just want to. I mean, I wouldn't even put unless you just want to, but you can never plan again. The workshop, your forever answer. Yep. So in this story up here that I was just talking about, weave in a little bit of your background as a nutritionist. So I would actually maybe make it a client story for that reason, right? And
I actually got the idea from working in the hospital.
perfect. Yeah. I mean, so
So-
just tell some of that story up there, right? And it brings in some of your credentials,
Mhm.
right? And somebody that was helped through this proprietary process, right? Whatever you're going to name it. So Heidi didn't put take your time back framework. I did when I was going through her stuff, right? So, so yours would be like, use the No BS meal planning system, where you don't have to wonder about anything. I tell you each and everything you have to do broken down into simple steps. You never need to count calories, and you get to eat the foods you really love, right? For just $47. The best part is you only have to plan once, and we're having to spend time every week coming up with a meal plan. It's one and done. Okay, I like that. Here's what you get: 22-minute video.
Yeah, leave the time out.
Instead of 22 minutes, I would say a short step-by-step video. Oh no, a short video with step-by-step instructions. In fact, I would actually put a meal planning blueprint. So is the 22-minute video the main chunk of the workshop? Like it's the main instruction?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes, I deliver the instructions and then they pause and they go do what I just said. And then they come
Okay.
back and do the next step.
Yep. Up here somewhere, like when you introduce it, I would put the no BS meal planning system that you can implement in less than 30 minutes. Right? So I would pull the 22-minute thing out of here and I would reiterate that again, right? Like you can learn this in less than 30 minutes. So a short video with step-by-step instructions, the meal planning blueprint that makes putting a meal together super simple, worksheets to keep you on track and organized, email support. Oh, I love that. So if you get stuck or have questions, you're covered. Plus these bonuses, 8 sample meal plans. These meal plans provide recipes you can use. These meal plans provide recipes you can use, or you can use the whole plan. I don't understand what that says.
Yeah, I think there's some typos in there, so.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I don't know what I was writing there either.
Okay. There's a plan for gluten and dairy free. Okay, so up where we were talking about, even if you're gluten free, dairy free, low, whatever that word is, low FODMAPs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that's supposed to say low histamine,
Yeah.
Mediterranean, low carb, keto, right? Like
All the
whatever
words.
you are,
Yeah.
all the things. And if you name them right, so even if you are following one of these, I'm still going to make your life easier.
Yeah. I put that, like you said, at the top because I'm already in with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. And everybody has tried one of those and they're like, either it's working, but it's a pain, right? Like it takes so much mental energy to eat well. It's crazy. And so if I'm following one of these, like I'm trying to plan all around it, but if you're telling me I can do this, even if I'm following that, right, then I'm good to go. Instead of how to read a food label, it's like find the basically the hidden ingredients food companies don't want you to know are in there. 8 sample meal plans. Okay, so this is a bonus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do this like, we're gonna make this something. I mean, the thing that's in my mind is like, the hidden something, the hidden ingredients black book or something like that, right? Like a container word in there about what it is. So this one has meal plans. I know what that means. The how to read a food label, I want it to be more tangible. And so I want it to be something like, I want it to have a name, right? So it's like the, and I wanna,
Like the
I want-
insider secrets to,
yeah, but it's almost like, I'm almost leaning in this like place where, maybe somebody doesn't know what red 40 is or means, right? And so, so what is like another word for saboteurs, right? Like another,
well, I mean, a lot of those things destroy the gut.
right,
Um,
right. So I'll think of the word here later, or maybe, maybe somebody, but like this, like hidden saboteurs black book or hidden reference guide. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Or
Maybe it's
the little black book bandits of like what's hidden.
yeah, something. I kind of like this idea too of like a reference guide, right? That they could print out and laminate and take to the store with them.
yeah, they can actually, because I have it and it's in the size of a business card.
Nice.
Beautiful. Yep. So I would put that in the description there, right? You can take this reference guide to the grocery store with you, so you don't even have to remember it. And basically, I'm going to point out to you all the things you should be avoiding.
Yeah, maybe it's your little black book BFF, you know.
Yeah. I would just try and find it a name like we're talking about. Like, I don't know. I haven't landed there yet. So,
Or the the black book of hidden saboteurs.
yeah. Food demons. They're food demons. How are these two things different?
Oh, so the ingredients to avoid is the little card that they can take with print out
Okay.
and take with them. The how to read a label is kind of like a PDF that has a
Okay.
label and shows them what to look for on the label
Okay.
or what everything means.
Okay. So this one is called the Black Book or whatever we were just talking about.
Yeah.
This upper one here, then will be called, it's like their food, call it a food label decoder.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. Yep. Use the space to announce the price. Oh, now we're in the
Okay.
template.
Yeah, and that's where I'm.
Yeah, perfect. I like this template too. It's pretty, like it's laid out well. It has a nice little flow. Like I said, I would just like get rid of this stuff here. Oh, this one, meal planning blueprint.
Or I could put my picture from the top in there.
Picture from the top should come down here.
Okay.
That picture up there could go just the screenshot part of it. If you have it, like just this part,
Mhm.
the two little arrows. Yeah, I would put in this.
Frame.
Computer maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. People like things like that that look like tools. Or you could add another, image like right here and put it there. Since this one's technically like meal plans, you could put a recipe or something in this one. So you could put another one up here that looks like that spreadsheet. That's probably what I would do.
Okay.
Awesome. It's looking really good, Annette.
Thank you.
I hope that was helpful.
Yes, that was very helpful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Susan. Okay.
I just learned something from Annette and you about what you're looking at down there and put down underneath you'd like to get out, get away, da 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 da. And you and it would add, and you can be a part of this no matter what food plan or lifestyle you follow.
Oh,
Thanks for that
yes.
input.
I'm putting that in right now.
And that's under the one down below there.
Okay.
So thank you, Annette.
You're welcome.
That will remind us. And so where do you want it?
Well, there's a part there that says you'd like to get out, get away without going away, try new things, meet new people, explore and share the positive aspects of the country around the world. And you can be a part of this no matter what food plan or lifestyle you follow.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I just put some, I'll remember it going forward, but yeah. Yep, I love it. Okay. So for each one of these, let's do a quick, what time is it? I want to make sure we have enough time. Let's do a quick little, where's my move over guide? Here it is. A quick little, like, couple of blurb sentences in there. So are you stressed by all the negative interactions in our world? You turn on the news and
Yell at the television. From what you see.
say that again.
And yell at the television from what you see.
Yeah. You turn on the news. I like that. And yell at the television from what you see. There's corruption,
Divisiveness.
we might find a like fifth grade way of saying divisiveness. There's corruption, divisiveness, and just
Well, divisiveness,
Say it
anger,
again.
and hate. Anger and hate.
yeah. Every turn.
Can you just say division instead of divisiveness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or turf wars.
You turn on the news and yell at the television from what you see. There's corruption, division, anger, and hate at every turn. You just want some positive in your life. Okay. And do the same thing here. Feeling isolated from communities that could fulfill your need for inclusion and positive social interactions.
Well, I used interaction above, so that's why I tried to change it to
Oh, occasions, sorry.
yeah.
Yep.
But
Positive social occasions. Every time. Why am I huge all of a sudden? Like it says 11 up here. Devolve is probably not the right word. It seems to bring up.
or dissolve into argument or negative.
Every time you gather with family and friends, it seems to dissolve into political arguments, negative backbiting, or everyone trying.
Angry outbursts.
Okay,
I don't know.
yeah,
I'm just looking at my family.
yeah. I mean, yours isn't alone, trust me. It never fails. Someone storms out the door.
With the question, feeling isolated from communities that could fulfill your need for inclusion and positive social occasions. It
It's
seems
wordy.
a little wordy.
It is wordy.
Could you do something like, do you feel like you don't belong anywhere, or like the community you're supposed to
Oh,
belong to, you don't fit, or I don't know. Or maybe you feel isolated from the community you are
Or you
in.
don't belong anywhere that's positive, or
But I think belonging is a huge, because that's a little different. Inclusion kind of has a bad connotation right now.
does it? Oh, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Well,
Or like there's not enough room for you, right? Like you don't know where to, like, instead of feeling
Okay.
like there's always a chair here for you, you know?
mm,
Or maybe you don't feel like you belong or are accepted.
or when I get down to the bottom, I say, sit at the table.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you can sit at that table and belong.
so I'm gonna highlight belonging. And then we'll massage that later. Would you love to travel to new places and visit their people and cultures, but don't have time or resources to do it? So this is always one of my favorites. So food and culture go hand.
Sherry made a good point in the chat. She said, can we get simpler? COVID pulled us apart and created isolation. The news and world events focus on the negative and fear, and we hunger for true connection, and we lost our ability to easily connect. I like all that.
Yeah, thank you, because that's I don't see it all the time over here in the chat, so I'm glad you said that. Okay. I had to look at how to spell your name. I just wanted to remember who said that. Okay, would you love to travel to new places and visit their people and cultures, but don't have time or resources to do so? You'd love to go to Italy, Germany, Kenya, Greece, Africa,
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. So do you see what I'm doing here right now? I'm like priming the saliva glands, right? So we're like, oh yeah, I want to go there. Oh yeah, I want to go there too. But you either don't have the money or don't have the time
Do you like the word money or resources? I don't know. It just seems like everything comes down to money. And some people have the money, but they don't have the resources, to put it all in place. So, I
Yeah.
don't know.
So anyone else feel like you only have one or the other? And then so resources, or maybe just the logistics of taking time out of your normal life, or taking an extended time out of your normal life to travel just isn't possible right now.
Or financially. Financially.
Yeah. So I was here with you don't have the money or the time. Or maybe just the logistics of taking an extended time out of your normal life to travel just isn't possible right now. Food is, no, we're going to leave it there. We're going to leave it in the pain for a minute. Okay, a little blurb. You don't like trying new places and things alone. You know, like, it might not even be don't like, right? It might be you don't like trying new places and things alone. It might be maybe you just don't have anyone to do things with you, right?
Or you
I'll
resist. You resist trying new places and things alone.
Yeah. Something like that. I'll expand on that, but yeah.
I would say doing things alone.
Yeah, maybe you just don't like doing things alone.
Yeah. You don't like trying new places, or you don't like, well, I don't know. I don't know if people have a thing with trying new places so much as doing it alone.
Doing it alone, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why I said you don't want to try new places alone. You don't mind trying new places,
Yeah.
but do them with someone else.
The alone is the important part there, so I'll think about how to word that. No, I love this. You don't have the energy or willingness. Instead of, so we already really hammered home the alone part. You want to try new foods, but don't have the energy or willingness to
Do it all.
Yeah, like cook up a big
Or just do it all yourself.
extravagant meal.
You need a NETS
Wing
plan.
Yeah.
yourself. What's that?
You need a NETS plan. See how all these things can collaborate, work together? Take a NETS
Yeah.
plan and fit it into our world's country of the month.
Right.
Mhm. And maybe extravagant or exotic meal, right? Because that's the whole idea, is trying something
Right.
that maybe you don't even know you love.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'll come up there. Our world of food community. So here's your introduction. Be a part of a community with the emphasis on unity. Explore the world without necessarily leaving your home or town.
I would
Real
take necessarily out.
I know, I was thinking that too. Without ever leaving your home or town.
I'd just say, I wouldn't say ever, because some people may want to travel.
That's why, so unless, of course, you want to.
I'd just say without leaving your home or town.
Yeah. Explore the world without ever leaving. I like ever, and I'll tell you why. And only with this, unless, of course, you want to. But it's up to you. I can leave it out. Explore the world without.
You're smarter about this than I am, so go for it.
We'll sit at the table together. Instead of use, we will indulge in other countries' food to open up the door and learn about that country's.
Instead of learn, maybe explore.
That's what I use in my other stuff a lot, explore.
Oh.
But that's okay.
Yeah. I'll put it right here and then it keeps both of them for me. Explore. And explore that country's people, history, culture, and traditions. And we'll do it in a positive way. This might be like all with laughter. Like, what does positive look like? All with laughter, and connection,
Miles.
friendship, smiles. Yeah. So maybe instead of in a positive way, it'll be like all with laughter, connection, friendship, smiles, right? In fact, I want to put an analogy here. It's like, I can't think of one offhand, but I'll find one there.
Well, like a birthday party, reception,
Yeah.
anniversary party, like a party.
The party. Without your family. No. Maybe I don't have time or
It's
resources.
a party without the drama.
Yeah. So I often, like with NACWE even, I say we're like a family without the family drama, right?
Well, and you could just say, and with laughter, connection, friendship, smiles, and no drama.
Yeah, right. That might be a good way to put that. My brain went to not even baby mama drama. Have resources, maybe you're tired of exploring alone or listening to all negativity. Okay, so all of this is still pain points. So once we've come from here and introduced it, I'm going to turn all of this into positive. In other words,
I wrote this before I did the pain points, so
right.
I was kind of combining them.
Yeah. Yep. So I will flip. So basically, right in here too, we can go back up here and sort of answer all these pain points in here. Right. So once you have your pain points, then all of a sudden it's like.
Well, and you did like the negative news, you turn on the television and yell at it.
Right.
So you've done some of those.
Yeah. Get out without going away. Yep. Yep. It starts with food and ends with community. Stress-free fun while doing it, $10 per month, nothing to lose and everything to gain. Okay. I feel like that gave a lot of clarity to that. Do you?
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
Of course. I think I'm Sherry. Do you want me to try and go through yours? I don't know if she's there.
I'm here. No, not at this time. I'm busy reworking it.
Okay, awesome. So, let's put that on the list though for one of the times we meet in the next few weeks. Like once you get it all reworked, we'll just basically do this exercise with it, if you're good with that.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, I might stop sharing if I can find the button to do so. How do I have like a new share thing? I think it's that's interesting. There it is. Stop sharing. All right. So you guys still have access, you have it for access to Offer Care in your Irresistify. Go through, watch the pieces of it you need. There's some good bonus stuff in there. And then if you want me to take a look at anything, like, after you get it all done, like, let me know and I will totally do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's pray. Father, thank you for each and every person here, Lord. Thank you for direction. Thank you for clarity. Thank you for showing up. You say where two or more are gathered, there you are. So we just are grateful, Lord, that you are here. I ask, Lord, that you give everybody a restful weekend, that it's filled with fun and laughter and maybe some great food. So we love you. We praise you. We ask that you go with us every step of the way. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Awesome, you guys. Have an amazing weekend.